Hello everyone. In our last video of Bhakti cult and Sufi heritage, we have gone through with the introduction as well as we have see the characteristic of Bhakti cult. Next we will deal with the Bhakti heritage in South India. The first we have to deal with Anandal. Anandal is one among the 12 alvars of Vishnu devotees of Tamil Nadu. She was adopted daughter of Vishnu Chaitya. Vishnu Chaitya was an Alava who was called as Pariyalvar. Here Anandal is among the 12 or first religious person from Tamil Nadu, and she was the daughter of Vishnu Chaitya. And Anandal's original name was Gauda Devi. Originally this lady Anandal is known as Gauda Devi. They were the devotees of Lord Krishna. Her father was making flower granland and offering it to the Krishna temple of Srivaltapuri. Ananda looked Krishna and she claimed that he was her husband. As earlier I have told you that Anandal is completely shown devotion and love towards Lord Krishna. She wrote many books and Trivata dedicated to God. According to Alvar, all Vishnu's devotees are equal and their birth should not be questioned. Caste discrimination is a criminal offense, they believe. Here the Anandal is believing that caste discrimination or the degradation of the society on the basis of caste is a criminal offense. Here as you can see on the screen the picture of Anandal. Next we will deal with the Akka Mahadevi. Here Akka Mahadevi was an enterprising woman in the Vachana movement of 12th century. He has made immense contribution to Vachana literature. Here first we have to see what is Vachana literature. Herein they are writing the poems in the praise of God and writing especially about the evils which are exist in the society. That is considered as Vachana literature. Anandal was born in the Uthari of Shimoga district. Her father was Nirmala Shetty and mother was Sumati. Akka immersed in Shiva Bhakti since her childhood. She claimed Chinna Mallikarjuna himself to be her husband. Her parents forcibly got her married to King Kaushika. She found it a hindrance to her service to Guru Linga Jagma, so she later left the palace. Later she stayed at Anubhava Mantapa in Kalyana for some time. Here this lady is stayed in Anubhava Mantapa, which was started by Basveshwara. There she wrote many vachanas under the pen name of Chinna Mallikarjuna. Here she is using the pen name as Chinna Mallikarjuna, and she was respected by all the Shaiva Varshanas, and she left Kalyana and went to Srishila. Towards the end of her life, she left her mortal body in Kaladi forest of Sirsila. Next, as you can see on the screen, the picture of Akka Mahadevi. Next we will deal with the another Bhakti saint from South India, that is Purandara Dasa. Purandara Dasa is one of the important person in Kannada Dasa literature. Purandara Dasa was born in Pundaragada. His original name was Srinivasa Nayaka. This man Purandara Dasa originally basically he was known as Sri Vaishnava Nayaka. His father was Veerappa Nayaka and mother was Lilavati. Wife Lakshmi Bai was a religious woman. Srinivasa Nayaka was a miser and the atheistic. Later he distributed all his wealth to the needy people and spent rest of his life in the thought of God. He travelled to many places singing kirtans and at last he reached Krishna Deva Raya's court. This man Purandara Dasa is working in the court of Krishna Deva Raya. Here kirtanas means the songs or the poems which are written in praise of God. He is called popularly known as in the court of Krishna Deva Raya like Purandara Dasa. Later he became Purandara Dasa. We can see humanness in all his songs. He condemned caste system like earlier all the Bhakti saints were against the caste system. We also see combination of philosophy, moral and music qualities in his song. He is known as Karnataka Sangita Pitama or the father of Carnatic music. This man Purandara Dasa is composing the songs and the poems in praise of God, and he is popularly known as father of Carnatic music. He wrote kirtans with the pen name of Purandara Vithala. Here his pen name is Purandara Vithala. He was praised by his own guru Vaisharaya as Purandara Dasa is ultimately as Dasa. Here, as you can see on the screen, the picture of Purandara Dasa. Next we will deal with the next we will see about Kanakadasa. Kanakadasa is also one of the famous Kirtanakaras of the Dasa literature. He was born in 1508 CE in the Haveri Taluka. His original name was Timappa and his parents were Biramma and Bachappa. He was a poet as well as a warrior. It is said that he has having the 48 villages and he is having the pot full of gold. He renounced worldly things, and due to this only, because of having lot of gold, she is known as Kanaka Nayaka. And he renounced his worldly life and become a disciple of or the student of Vaisaraya. Later he came to be known as Kanakadasa. He was composed many kirtans with the pen name of Adikeshava. Here the pen name is Kanakadasa Adikeshava. He has criticized the superstitions of the society in his song and has preached a simple path to attain moksha in his poems. He also criticized caste system in his songs. Both the things was opposed by Kanakadasa. Firstly, it is superstitious beliefs as well as caste system with the help of his songs and poems. As you can see on the screen, the picture of Kanakadasa. Next here, last Bhakti saint from South India, that is Shishunala Sharifa. Shishunala Sharifa is the first Kannada Muslim poet. He was known as the Kabir of Karnataka and he was born in 1819 CE as Shishunala and his parents were Imam Sahib and mother was Hajama. Shishunala Sharifa has studied both Islamic as well as Hindu religion in his childhood. Later he passed his Mulki exams and served as teacher for some time. He wrote many poems. In his poems, he has given more importance to the Rayat celebration among the Muharram celebrations, and we can see his grave in Shishunala. He tried to spread humanity beyond the barriers of caste system and religion. Here he is giving more importance to caste system, and he is giving more importance to humanity instead of showing that this caste, this religion. Just he is saying that humanity is most important. Here with this we have completed the Bhakti saints from South India, all those like Akka Mahadevi, Kanakdas, Shishunala Sharifa. Hope it is clear for you. If you are having any doubt, you can ask in the comment section. Thank you.